Well, come on in here. Very, very quickly. Manifesto. Manifesto. Mm. Well, if you check out the blog spot, twospiritmystic.blogspot.com, you will get a little bit of information on the event that's taking place on June the 6th of 2022. And I say a little bit because the closer we get to that date, we're going to be putting more and more energy out to manifest. And of course, the event is called Manifesto 666. But we know that manifesto is a declaration of something. But the correct way of saying manifest, okay, is manifiesto. And after manifi, there's an I. I manifest. Okay. Anyway, so like I said, check out the blog spot. Get a little bit of information on what exactly we're doing. As I told you guys, when the spot is booked, I was going to come back on here and say the spot is booked and be ready to motherfucking go. Now, of course, I'm just that girl. So we are going somewhere very, very powerful. And I don't know why I've not been to this place sooner than now. It's right underneath my nose. And those of you who are part of the event, come on here, Joey. Please, those of you who are part of the event, you're going to actually know exactly where we're going to be at. And it's a beautiful place. I'm sitting here looking at the pictures right now of the Airbnb. And it's so beautiful, honey. When I say, girl, something happened today. And that's how I know that I'm in the correct alignment. Oh, come on in here. I'm in the correct alignment. I've been going to the exact same store for almost 2 years now, right? Almost 2 years. And I think it's so ironic that today the topic of our visitation was zodiacal, right? Now, I tell y'all, I don't tell people what I'm into. So, because of course, all the little gimmick shit that's going on the internet now. But let me take it back. So, yesterday, the 18th, I went into the store to go get something. And I was told that they were out of this particular thing I wanted. And I said, fuck. And they said, well, normally, our trucks come on Wednesday. So if we're going to get it this week, it will be here. And so the guy was all like, you want to hear something about astrology? And I'm all ears, honey. And I'm like, sure. And he's like, yeah, I'm a Taurus rising and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And coming to find out, my chart said I'm supposed to be single for the rest of my life, and I'm not supposed to be with nobody, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, oh, yeah. And he's like, when is, your birthday? And, I tell him. And he's like, oh, Gemini. Okay. And then he's like, what is your lunar? And what is your sin? And I tell him, he's like, yeah. People like you are very sensitive, and he's just reading me. And I'm like, girl, okay. Mm-hmm. So I tell this man, young man, his name, I was gonna say his name. His name starts with an E. But I was gonna tell him, the natal charts are just a way of you knowing what is you, right? Knowing aspects of yourself, knowing what your weaknesses are, knowing what your strengths are. And sometimes you are more, excuse me, before I got on here, I shouldn't have ate those damn, uh, what are these called? Dragon Crisp. Anyway, so I told him that your natal chart is just for you to address your strengths and your weaknesses. And sometimes people are more of their lunar or their ascendant, you know, than their solar. But of course, I didn't tell him that. But I was thinking that because I was like, I want to keep this, to myself. And he's like, I wish we could talk more. I was like, uh huh. So we leave out, right? And I continue on with my day. Today, I go to the exact same store and they actually had the item that I needed in stock. And so I grabbed it, and it starts with an A and ends with an E. Either way, um, the girl was like, I wanted to ask you something, one of the girls. And I was like, yeah. She said, what sign are you? And I told her, a Gemini. She's like, wow, yeah, you don't really give me that. Um, and she's like, yeah, you just seem so much nicer. And I would think Virgo. And I'm like, yeah, we share the same planet, but no, we're not. No, I'm not a Virgo. And so to make a long story short, I'm asking her what sign is she, and I'm like, you give me, well, what sign is you? She's like Scorpio, and I was like, yeah, I don't get that with you neither. I was like, I would think, Virgo or even a Libra, but I wouldn't get a Scorpio from you. And so, of course, another girl who's very free spirited. Mama is originally from South Central, but she relocated here to get out of the inner city. And Mama's very free spirited. Like Mama be having like pink, purple, yellow, orange hair. And so I asked her, I said, she's asking me. She's like, you're a Virgo? And I said, no, I'm not a Virgo. I'm a Gemini. And I said, well, what sign are you? And we were just both agreeing like how we hate Sagittarius men and, not really a fan of Cancer women and all this other good shit. And I'm like, that is crazy. So I thought I was the only one that was into that, right? I can only get along with certain genders of a sign. So the free spirited one, she's like, thinking I'm a Virgo. And I was like, no, I'm a Gemini. And then I said, what sign are you? And she said, Leo. And I'm just like, ah, I kind of see it because Leos have very long lion faces, no matter what. And I'm going to say this with the females. The males could possibly have some other facial features, but I noticed with female Leos, they have very lioness facial structures. Even when someone has a lot of Leo in their placements, like I can call that out. But Mama give me Pisces, right? And I was thinking this, because when she said she's a Leo, I'm like, yeah, I don't get that with you. She's a lot of people don't say that. Blah, blah, blah. And I caught myself because I forgot I was in a place of business. Because I was gonna say, yeah, you're giving me Pisces, and hopefully you're not a hoe like the rest of the other Pisces I know that got to try everything. But anyway, I caught myself. And so I'm asking her these questions, and I'm on the phone with one of my sisters, and she blurts out Pisces, and I'm like, oh my god, like this bitch got to be reading my mind because I was just thinking that about this girl. Like, Mama give me Pisces, like she's so free spirited, she's so maternal, and I see, I could feel her energy. Like everywhere I go, okay, let's say this. Everywhere I go, like sense is my strongest spiritual connection. And that can make sense because it ties into memory. And I can remember back when I was like, probably even like 6 months old, but for sure, a year and a half. So either way, when people are spiritually inclined to me, I can smell them. Um, and so ever since I've known this girl, I'm like, I like, what are you wearing? I really smell you. And sometimes she's like, I'm not wearing anything, but just, some myrrh or some frankincense. I'm like, I can really smell that. And so either way, to make a long story short, Um, Mama's like, yeah, I'm a Pisces. Because I'm like, where's the water at in your chart? Because the first I'm like, who are you raised by? Before I just go in for blood. Who are you raised by? She's like, a Sagittarius and a Capricorn. And I was like, yeah. So where's this water in your chart? And she's like, Pisces is everywhere. And y'all, like my wig, I felt like my wig slipped back. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, that is so crazy because you give me Pisces. She's like, everybody say that I know. And of course, I got to reiterate what I was going to tell the guy yesterday, that the whole thing about the tropics and the whole thing about the natal charts is just to help you identify you, right? And aspects of you. And going into the millions and thousands and hundreds and possibly, you know, 20 lives that you've had, on this plane, each time you've incarnated here, your places have shifted, right? And we're now paying attention to that in this day and age because this is about a redo. This is about revelations, right? This is why, I mean, I won't get into that right now. I'll save that for the event. But there's so much going on to remind you of your origin and who you are and where you come from. And so I got to tell her that. Excuse me, having a hiccups and shit. I got to tell her that, but I also had to ask her, like, you're very spiritually inclined, huh? Like, psychic, clairvoyant. She's like, yes, my kids hate it. And so, y'all, I could tell this lady was so like, damn, this bitch is reading me. And I could tell y'all, you know, when I'm out shopping and stuff, I'm not that girl to be like, here's my business card, you should check me out. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not that girl. Just so happen I will come across people, we'll have conversations, as well as, on my car, I'm advertising something. And that's how, the people say, hey, I'm interested in getting work done or to learn some things. But that blew my mind because of me doing this 666 event and the things that we're going to focus on in this event. And one of them is past life. Um, I won't say resurrection, but we're going to do a past life thing. And that also brought me back into past events we had where we did this, right? We had a past life regression um, little thing. I think it was like blue light activation or something. And I'm thinking about that. Like, I shared information with people about themselves, and it resonated with a lot of people. Some people are like, yeah, I don't really have a memory of that. And of course, we know why. But even like right now, right? There's someone I know that is not spiritual, or at least they're running from it. Okay. They remind me of myself. Okay. When I ran from spirituality, I had so much, I'm going to say, bad luck. There was so much going on, right? There was so much going on. And I was able to tap into this person because I'm like, Spirit, I need you to show me if this person is really who they're portraying themselves to be, and I should leave this relationship where it's at now, or is there something there? And of course, I knew there was something there because, going into, them moving to a certain part of the world and having a hunting and me telling them what to do and their cat, I won't even get into that. It's just so much stuff. And yet they're still not spiritual. Like, they still don't want to believe in prayer. They still don't want to believe in candles. They still don't want to believe in incense and stuff. It just is crazy to me. But even going into a nickname that this person had in their past life that actually is the most traumatic one for them. There's a nickname that this person had, and believe it or not, and even going to this lady, like all this connects, y'all. This is so crazy. Even the lady who said that her mother was a Capricorn, and it's weird how that happens. Like, I've always felt connected to her, but I didn't want to be that weird person to be like, hey, I feel connected to you. Um, but her mother's birthday is the exact same birthday as my brother's. And I was just like blown away by that. I was just like, it's so weird how everyone you feel connected to shares something in common with you. Like they have the same mama's name as your mama. It's just a something. And that was that. And so going into this um, friend of mine or associate of mine that's not really spiritual or don't want to be spiritual, even though they have dreams and have visions of stuff, and even going into keeping themselves from being put in harm's way when they were escorting and stuff. And that takes intuition. But the nickname that they had in that past life, believe it or not, is actually the name of their cat. And yeah, anyway, I gagged. Of course, she gags. And ever since I told her lightweight of the experience, because of course, sometimes people's past life is traumatic for them and it kind of stirs up some stuff in them, like it did with me. Okay, I was like on one, honey, for almost a whole year. Um, but ever since then, like she has been bringing it up. Like, you mentioned this about me, and I noticed since you mentioned this about me, certain things I'm not interested in doing anymore. Once again, unlocking things. And this kind of reminds me of someone that I'm currently dealing with. I did casework for him. We just talked recently. I know that whatever they do in this life is going to be empowering. And I know it's going to be um, very, very, it's going to be very, very life changing for them and for those that they connect with. Okay, and going into what I know about them and going into what they know about themselves, and they know this about themselves because we have the past life regression and why they're so obsessed with magic and astrology and tarot and herbs and even how they exited out of that life. To actually sit back and think about that, right? Now, I always think about that because I'm like, when I got my past life readings and they were revealed to me in the term of dreams and nightmares and stuff, like my life changed. My life changed. Like things that I once liked, I didn't like no more. And that could have been my true self separating from the ego self, right? The identity that people wanted me to have. And so when people get this information about their lives and the most traumatic one or the one that's connected to this life heavily, but yet they're still stuck in the moment. And that also reminds about even when you're doing work, right? You're doing work to manifest something to come in to the present moment that's in the future. But yet you're still thinking about that future experience in the moment. And that's what it causes it or allow it to manifest. But people will do futuristic work, right? They want to manifest, they want to bring something that's in the future to now, right? They want to attract it to them, they want to pull it in from the other dimensions, but yet they're still focused on what is going on right here, right now. And this is where the confusion comes in at for them of, I need a sign. I'm not feeling it. I need to know what exactly is going on. Can spirit give me a sign? If you get out of the present moment or the present situation, because we're always in the moment, right? We're always in the moment. But if you get out of your current situation that you were dealing with before you did the work, and you actually thought of the future situation that you're trying to pull in as the present moment, this is where you see the energy. It's where you feel the energy. And even like I said, going into the past life regression and people getting insight on that, and they know, like, I'm hard on people who I've done work with. We've done classes together. Of course, not all of them, but I think most of them that have signed up for classes and events, they are spiritually inclined. They've had many, many lives, and so they know who they are. Like, they just need to be reminded. And those I'm more harder on because they're kind of being lazy. Like, they know who they are, they know their potential, they know they have the ability to, pull energy and stuff out of places, or muscles, use muscles that they forgot that they had, to manifest. And yet they're just sitting there like, I'm helpless. Please help me. And it's like, honey, you've been shown the way. You know the way. You're just letting person, place, and things distract you. Once again, I don't know if it's mental illness. I don't know if it's self-induced mental illness, because of course, talking to people, I know exactly. There's some mental handicaps going on there, but people just forget, and it's kind of sad. But I can't force you to be something or do something that you're not wanting to do, that you're not ready to do. All I can do is just do what it is I'm supposed to do, and keep it moving. So I just want to share that with y'all. That was really, 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 really amazing today. And it put a lot of things in perspective. And also made me say, you know what, for that event, that's something that I'm going to do for the people. And you know what? I think I'm going to do that for the early bird people. So of course, if you've already had that during the blue light activation or whatever, and you already know, your past life and the most influential one, then you say, hey, I already had it, and I'll think of something else. For those who've never had it, right, that's going to be the early bird tea. Anyway, you check out the blog spot, and you will see information on the 666 event. Come on in here. The real thing, though. That's right. I know that's right. I know that's right. The real thing, though. Jay, turn on Google Messages again. Ow, I heard that. Yes, I think same thing with Leo in Rising. I look like it. Yes. And you know what, too? Like, numbers are connected to the zodiacal energy. So, of course, I'm not a Leo, but I do have a lot of ones around me. And we know that one is connected to the sun, which rules Leo. So, anybody who has any type of Leo on their chart are very, very feline-ish, cat-like. Um, and it reminds me of the goddess Sekhmet, the first, the everlasting, and will always be. Come on in here. Hello. Okay, we'll need to say no more about that. And then going into, um, you're just telling people a lot of stuff. Now, when it comes to the traditional Gemini stuff, you really don't know. We talked about this before. I don't know, who's more bipolar, um, switchy up, witchy washy, out of a Scorpio, Gemini, Leo, um, Libra, Aquarius, and I'm even willing to say a Pisces. You know, you get different flavors, different days, different times. Um, I grew up with a lot of Leos. I grew up with a lot of Leos, so I know firsthand about Leos. Okay, um, fire sign. I grew up with a lot of fire signs. Hence why I'm so, I'm so going into my solar, my lunar as well. But um, knowing Leos, like, they are, like I said, very wishy washy. Very, very wishy washy, and they'll be like, "Oh no, I'm modest, but please tell me how important I am." So like I said, hey, I don't know, honey. I don't know. Your birthday is 8/29/1995. Okay. So what you pulling in here? You a Virgo? Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. Oh, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Sailor. Oh, yo. Bella, can you back up? Damn, like girl, you be trying me this thing. Can you back up this thing? This thing. Actually, Jenna, every time Bella is up and I'm right here in front of this damn computer, this heifer gotta be all in my face. Like she gotta get right up in my face. She gotta try to lick my face. Like, girl, mama, you just left me 2 minutes ago, okay? Mm-hmm. You're a Virgo, honey. Which sign is best for me? Ow. Yes, honey, you a Virgo. You closing out the summer, so we know you a hoe. No. Ow. You closing out the summer. You're basically the last weekend of the summer, huh? Ow. Joe, we know you get down. You get down with the get down. Ow. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Let me ask you this. Joey, what sign is your man? What sign is your man? What sign is your man? Or your homie lover friend? Oh, okay. Okay. Never undermissed the Ah! Another 29. I heard that. I heard that, honey, which comes into 11. So we know there's some duality there. Come on in here. And oh wow, he shared the same birthday as a few other people that comes on here. Yes, honey. He's closing out the year. Yes, honey. I see you doing very well with a Taurus. Though he's a Sagittarius. I don't see that. I don't see that. A Virgo and a Sagittarius. Mm, yeah. I could see you with a Taurus. Yeah. I could see you with a May Taurus. Yeah. A Virgo and a May Taurus. I think you'll be perfect with a Taurus. Expensive taste, finer things in life. Um, yeah, yeah, I could see with another Taurus or with a Taurus. You both are Earth. Like I said, you're more at the end of summer though, so you still have that fire energy going on there. Um, yeah, I could definitely see that. Yes, honey. Right, right. Hello. Fire and Earth sound very dangerous together. Hello. Yeah. I'm not seeing it. No. Mm-mm-mm. We know California be always having they damn fires when they be dry as hell. So it's kind of like a desert, dry, getting off just to get off, possibly deal with each other just to deal with each other. Yeah, it's time to go. I do see you possibly liking him though because of fun, adventure. Sagittarius are fun. You know, male Sagittarius I'm not really a fan of. They're a little too fun. You want to talk about holes and try to turn people out? Definitely male Sagittarius. Very, very, very. And we talk about those who are complete and whole, right? Of course, if somebody have trauma, they'll be like, I'm a male Sagittarius. I'm not that open and freaky and all that. Ah, okay. But I definitely could see you with a Taurus. Yeah, I could see with the Taurus. Uh huh. Yeah. Yes. I think Tauruses and Virgos are people pleasers. They love to take care of people. They have a real big heart, very nurturing. Once again, they're into fabulous things, the finer things in life. You know, if a Virgo or a Taurus, we're going to say Taurus. If a Taurus likes you, okay, a holistic Taurus. If they like you definitely are a piece of, you are definitely a spine piece of specimen. Yes, you are. They like the finer things in life, honey. They're not playing with that cheap shit. Now, if it is something cheap, they want to make sure it looks good. Hello? Obviously, y'all not ready for this type of teaching, honey. A damn wildfire. You said it. I don't know if I can be with another water sign. When is your birthday again, Jay? Oh, okay. You said another 29th. Oh, okay. So we know that's June 29th. Okay. You are water, a June water. I heard that. I heard that. Yeah. Um, I don't know why, but I really do think that if you do, well, we'll say this from my experience. If you do go with another water sign, it would have to be a Pisces. I think that if you found a Pisces guy who's very in tune with himself, that means very spiritual, I think that that would be a very powerful uh, union there. Definitely. I think that your ESPs and clairvoyant Cs will definitely um, step it up. If you were going outside of a water sign, I could see a Cancer being with a mature Capricorn. Yeah, I could see also a Cancer. Yeah, being with a Virgo. That'll be okay too. A lot of fun though. Only I don't see seriousness with that. Um, a Cancer with a Cancer. Yeah, that definitely won't work out at all. Yeah, honey, that'd be like Mr. and Mrs. Jones type of tea. Okay. And then also I could see an Aries for a Cancer. Yeah, I could see an Aries for a Cancer too. Yeah, it'd have to be a very mature Aries though. Yeah, an Aries that's really about their money. Yeah, really about their money. Yeah. Yes, Pisces. Yes, honey. Mystic, my Libra roommate loved to argue it. Argue it feel what? Of course, Libras like to argue. But you know what? Libras are very okay. So the air signs you have Aquarius, you have Gemini, and you have Libra. Gemini is kind of like, you know, we have logic and reason because we can see both sides of situations, right? Libra's sign is the scale. So they're very indecisive when it comes to a lot of stuff. You tend to find when it comes to Libras, and you know, for me, Libras are fun. Libra men and Taurus men are fun because they're both like, you know, indecisive when it comes to their sexuality and sexual fun and all this good stuff. But Libras, like I said, are very indecisive about what they're into. So they would still identify as heterosexual, but they like to watch gay porn. You know, so yeah, Libras, they like to discover things through the arguments. That's what I like to argue. When it comes to Aquarius, Aquarius argue just for the hell of it. Like there's no real purpose of that. Gemini's really, argue to, to get their point out and to get you to kind of understand where they're at. And when they realize that you're not seeing, okay, bitch, we're moving on. But a Libra, like they argue with you to understand your perspective and also put in their own 2 cents. So I could definitely see Libras wanting to argue and fight a lot. Um, thank God I've not experienced that as far as personal relationships go. Friendship, business wise, of course. One of my clients was the Libra. Just so happened it was, a transgender Libra as well. Okay, Mama was very, very, combative and, well, how should I do this? And I'm like, this is how you do it. And then Mama will come back through an email, y'all, not on the phone. Through the phone, you don't have it written down, but an email, you could go back and see it. And they would have nerve a couple of weeks later. Hey, Mystic, last week you told me to do A, B, C, or G. What do you do with that again? And it's like, honey, type in the damn email. You would see what I fucking typed. The emails are logged. So, yes, honey. Your mother's a Pisces. Oh, wow. How's your relationship with your mother? Yes, honey. You imagine your mother and your man. You typically find you typically date your parents. You typically date your parents. You typically that's the set. Whatever your parents were, you typically, find that energy. Um, I know that sounds horrible, but it's true. So a Pisces man would definitely be good for you. I can see it right now. I can see like a solar. I don't need to put too much out there, but I can see like a solar, like an exotic, hot man that's in tune with nature and knows about, and y'all just laying up all night because cancers are very vulnerable, very sensitive. They need to be cuddled and nourished and nurtured. Excuse me, not nourished, but nurtured. So I can see that Pisces giving you that. It's okay, hon. Rubbing your booty while y'all talking about the signs and the stars, or listening to um, Alex Isley. Oh my God, I can just see that right now for you. It's just so amazing. That's a good feeling when you're, you know, sitting up with someone that you really connect with and really, really understand you on many levels. It's a beautiful thing. I have two guys, one who's rich, 1130, and then the one I truly love, he's an orphan, but has the same birthday, but he's 22. Wait a minute. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Well, the 1130 1999, I feel like you're manipulating him, Joey. That energy is very strong there. I'm feeling like this man is very, very, I think he's very, very shy. And I feel like you be trying to control this man. Yes, I get a very shy person with that energy. 1130 1999. Mm-hmm. Yes, honey. I heard that. You a player. I told you Virgos. I'm telling you. You Virgos, y'all be on some other shit. Itch. Okay. Hey, Mystic in chat. Come on, June 9th. Come on in here, Gemini. Oh, wow. My I have a lot of okay, so a lot of the people that I love are Geminis. I'm compatible with other Geminis. Just something about us, we understand each other. I don't think I ever got not along with another Gemini. And it's almost an instant thing. Like my best friend's niece is a Gemini. The first day we met each other, it was like, oh, this is my niece too. Hey niece. It was that type of thing. But yeah, the people who understand me are Geminis. I'll say that. I really, really know that. Geminis understand other Geminis. My god sister's a Gemini. She's the fourth. My cousin, who was born 11 pounds. Okay, hello. I remember babysitting that bitch since she was like fucking 6 months old. That bitch was bad. Um, she's June the 7th. And then I know a lot. Most of the Geminis I know are May Geminis. My grandfather was a May Gemini. My grandfather's on both sides, my mom's side and my dad's side. One of my favorite cousins, who we resemble each other a lot. His birthday is I think the 28th. Um, my other cousin who's like a gangster, but girl, mama always understood me, honey. I remember she had a brother. They call them twins because they look so much alike, but they're not twins. They're actually, I think, 2 years apart. I remember growing up, and he used to pick on me, and she would fuck him up over me as kids, y'all. So as adults, the bond is even there. Like every now and then, she'll say I love you. All this other good shit. You should come out and see me. All this, just all this good stuff. And even when my sister, her last, few months here, she took care of her. So I love her. She's also a Gemini. And then who else? I just know a lot of Geminis, either the beginning of June or the end of May. Yes, honey. So we know that Geminis are compatible with other Geminis. Okay. Geminis are also not competitive, compatible with Tauruses. Oh, come on in here. And, okay, um, honestly, if you are going to get with a water sign, I feel like Geminis are best suited and booted for Scorpios. Now, of course, Geminis are investigators, and Scorpios like to investigate. Okay, Scorpios are very, very, very good at investigating shit. So, honey, you date each other. That's one relationship where you're like, bitch, you lie to me. I know you're gonna be lying. I know you're a lie. Okay, we're gonna both dig it up on each other. Okay. Yes, Aries men are fine. Some of them are. I have noticed though the Aries men are usually batshit crazy though. See that they're good in the bedroom, okay, but typically they have a little. I kid you not, right here now. I know for a fact that every Aries man has a tick in them. Okay, and I know this because no matter how grown they are, they still have this young boy charm about them. And something goes off in their head and they go crazy. I remember that my friend was dating an Aries man, and Daddy was very intelligent. In fact, we had a conversation for hours, and Mama got a little jealous. She was like, "Damn, you want to fuck my man?" And I said, "No," because for one, he had you, okay, and I don't do leftovers, and for two, I know something is off with him. I just know it, right? And we would say this. And so one time, she was like, "Come over to my house. I'm making, lasagna." And I'm like, okay, girl, I've never had her lasagna. Her enchiladas are good, but let me have her lasagna. Because Mama swore up and down she know how to cook. So we're in there cooking, and Daddy's like, I had a horrible situation one time. I was looking up how to create something. I won't say it out loud on YouTube. And he said, I end up getting a knock on the door. Now, when he was telling this story, I thought he was lying because I'm like, I know people that typed in worse stuff than that. And they didn't get nothing like that, right? And so I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I believe that story, right? So I was like, this man is batshit crazy because he's literally, lying. Like he's just telling a bald face ass lie right now, as if we're not gonna question it, right? Like as if he think I'm stupid and she's stupid too. So anyway, so moving past that, um, we started going into his past relationships because I like to ask people about their past relationships. And Daddy's like, yeah, my first baby mama, she told me that this guy was her cousin, but in fact, they were fucking since they knew each other in high school. So I showed up, I had to kick her door in, and everybody in the complex is gonna come out, and I have to cough her back up. And I said, oh yeah, honey, this motherfucker's crazy. So what made me really notice this motherfucker was like crazy, crazy. He was hinting these stories, but Daddy was good to this girl. And I remember it was either 4th of July or because I think there's two incidents that happened. I think it was 4th of July and it was Christmas. Christmas, he wanted to go cut down a Christmas tree in her car. And she's like, no. And he's like, bitch. I said, oh, hell no, girl. I was in a domestic abuse relationship, baby girl. That's the sign it's time to go. when he say bitch, and she's like, it's okay though, because I been calling him bitch too. And I'm like, girl, yeah, I think you lying, bitch. You don't call him no bitch. This motherfucker would have got your face together. So y'all, make a long story short about the fireworks for real, he wanted to go pick up some illegal fireworks in her car. Mind you, daddy had like two cars and shit. I said, well, why did he go pick up fireworks in his car? And she's like, girl, but you know why. And I said, girl, yes, I know why, but I'm asking you. Why don't you ask him that? Oh, girl, I'm not going to ask him that. So sure enough, he called back. And I said, girl, you better not let him use your car because, bitch, he going to go pick up that illegal fireworks. He get caught in it, girl. That's your vehicle. That's your shit. And you going down, bitch. He going down, but you going down too because you helped him. Girl, she denied it. Y'all, allegedly this motherfucker was 20 minutes away. When I tell you less than 2 minutes, this motherfucker was already outside of her house, beating on that door. Like, girl, I was kind of scared for my safety. Where I was like, bitch, I need to call somebody. Because, honey, I need to get out this door. I don't care what he does to you when I'm out of here. While I'm in here, daddy needs to stay outside. So Johnny needs to call somebody. She's like, no, 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 no. And I said, girl, listen, I'm giving you 2 minutes, bitch, because if he comes in here, girl, I gotta protect myself. I gotta protect myself, girl. So of course she goes outside, she's talking with him. I'm hearing all this little noise, blah, blah, blah. So I guess this motherfucker was so mad, y'all, that he ended up locking her door with the keys in it. And was like, bitch, Benz, I can use your car. You're not gonna use your car neither. And I said, girl, this motherfucker is crazy, girl. Like, you need to end it, girl, because you're gonna be on a store. You're gonna be on a fatality, fatal attractions type of shit. Like, girl, you gotta let it go because daddy, he's ticking, girl. 5 minutes into it, girl, he started showing the true colors. And then I think she told him something about me, and he was trying to ask her where I live at. And I said, bitch, if you give him my address, bitch, I'm coming for you and I'm coming for him. And that's not a threat. That's a fucking promise, bitch. And it's also fucking law, bitch. If you give him my address, and then of course he had this little friend that was trying to, hey, what's up? Hey, honey, hey, where you from? Like, yeah, baby, aren't you connected to Day? And they're like, no, wait, who? Oh, I thought you said Ruru or whatever. And I said, bitch, and I said Day. And they're like, yeah. And I was like, okay. They were like, where you from? Yeah, I'm from here. Yeah, you don't do like hangouts and stuff? No. And bitch, I told y'all one time I was on my way home and the motherfucker was following me because he liked to jump in different cars. And girl, I made sure I went the other way, went on the freeway, got off the ramp like her. I was like, bitch, you're not finding out where I live at. And sure enough, I think one time the friend asked my friend, like, does she live over here? Because I could have sworn I saw her car. And thank God there was like 6 other cars like my car. But I was like, girl. And and I'm just like, how ironic is that? Because they don't live in that area. Like, that's before I left out of Stockton. Like, I lived in an area called Brookside. Very, very wealthy, y'all. Just very beautiful too. And I'm just like, these motherfuckers live nowhere over there, girl. They're from the other side of town. So how ironic that he would be driving and he would see my car. Like, no, no, mama, you're being some fucked up shit, girl. And I'm telling you right now, they get my address, bitch. I'm coming for you and I'm coming for him because, bitch, when it comes down to that, I don't discriminate. Boys, girls, men, women, bitch, young, tall, old, this bitch. You get in my lane and disrespect me, bitch, and put me in danger. Now I need to defend myself. Okay. Anyway, we get off of that. But yeah, they crazy. Mm-hmm. My roommate is secured in himself either. So on top of his Libra indecisiveness, that makes sense because he said he didn't know what he wanted as an lover. Yeah, they're freaky. Libras are very fun. If you want to have a fun, hot summer, a hot girl summer, a hot boy summer, get your Libra. Yeah, Libras are very indecisive. Now, going into the man, I know that Libra men are a little more refined when it comes to their openness, right? Like they'll look, but as far as actually getting involved, they like to take their time. Libra women, on the other hand, from what I've known, they're a little risky with it. Like they have a lot of body count. They're more than just, show me. They're like, I want to experience it. So I'm like, yeah, Libra men, I feel like would be more fun, and easier to convince, for your fun. Okay, hello. in my experience and opinion, Tauruses as well. But once again, Tauruses are like Geminis, okay? Intelligence is what gets us. We don't care about anything else. Money, penis, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that does not matter, honey. To get us and to hook us in, you have to have a level of intelligence, like sapiosexual. If you do not have that, you're not going to get us. And with Tauruses, I know that too. Tauruses are eager to learn. Tauruses love, you know, yeah, they say that Aries are very business minded and stuff. I would say that Tauruses are there. Like I said, I just think Tauruses are very compatible with a lot of people. Okay. If you're trying to be that business girl boy, that Gemini trait is mine. See that right there? Probably because you're okay. So let's say this. I think that Geminis that are born in June are a little more um, different personalities than Geminis that are born in May, and that's not a bad thing. But also going into how June is literally the middle of the year. There's 12 months in a year, and Gemini or June is the sixth month. So first you have the number of men, you have the middle of everything, you have the balance of everything, three and three, three times two, So of course we know three is ruling of the lower self. So once again, you just have that energy with that. So I think anybody born in the month of June, may have a little bit of today they're good, tomorrow they're like, yeah, keep your distance. Okay. I would definitely say. I think he likes to argue because he can't duck and communicate. To be honest, like, oh, that's a lot of men, not cutting in. I see why a lot of women are lesbians, honestly, and I'm just keeping it real here. I don't think that men know how to communicate. Okay, I think you have some men who know how to communicate, some, but majority of men do not know how to communicate. Okay, um, and that's why I think a lot of girls, play them for a fiddle. Anyway, today he kept coming to the room asking me shit like, bruh, leave me the hell alone. I know that's right. Leave me the hell alone, bruh. Yes, honey. He probably wants some. He probably wants some, honey. Yes, honey. We were just in that Libra energy, honey. And the full moon was in Scorpio. Yes, honey. He probably wants some, honey. That new moon done brought some new tea in here, honey. Hello? He probably want him a little bit of something, something. He want him some of that Cancerian. You want some of that Cancerian, honey. He needs some of that Cancerian energy in his life. Hello? He said he needs some of that water. He said he ready to land on that moon. Okay? Hello? Come on in here, Joey. I love you, enjoy. Come on in here. Yes, honey. Come on in here. Your mother's born right on. Is your mother a witch? Yes, is your mother a witch? You. I feel like Joey. I feel like you're connected to spirituality, but you don't really participate in it. Like I think you like it, but I feel that you're like, yeah. If I need to get down, I'll get down. But right now, I don't really need to get down. Yes, honey. Yes, anger issue when you get them there. I know that's right, honey. Ooh, oh yeah, Libras. You talk about Libras? Ooh, that shit crazy, honey. Ugh. They can go off when you get them there. Okay, yes. My dad goes off just driving. Oh shit. What sign is this? Oh my god, I didn't click. I should have wrote down. Yes, Taurus. Oh, you tired with the Libra man? I heard that. Hey, leave my shit alone, girl. Leave that alone. I heard that. Ooh, this come on good telling me in him. I know that's right, honey. Come on in here. Two num LGBTQIA talk funny. I heard that trouble. I heard that trouble, honey. Trouble num. Yes, honey. True with Libra man. Oh, okay, Libra. Yes, honey. Come on in, Larry. Yes, honey. We are great, honey. Is it morning over there? Oh, it is morning, huh? Yes, honey. We are great. I hope you're well too. Today's Friday, y'all. And it's time to party. Ow. No, fine. Let me see. I remember when I was younger, I used to be excited for Friday to come. I still am. I still am. Don't get that wrong, but I'm like, girl, Friday just feel like a whole nother day. It feels like another day to me, honey. Hello, because you can make any day into the day you want it to be. Okay. Yes, honey. Ow. We hope you're well too, Larry. Today's gonna be a little cooler, y'all. But they said next week, girl. They said triple digits, and let me tell you something. Yesterday, it was hotter than Willow Coochie. It was hotter than a Willow's Coochie, honey. Hello? And when I say, y'all, the 18th, like, honey, I must have drunk like literally like a gallon of water without me even knowing it. That's just how hot and dry it was. Today, on the other hand, it was hot for like a good two. Bella, leave my girl. Get out my room. Get out my room. Get out, cause you're doing too much, girl. This bitch messing with everything, girl. Yeah, get out my room, honey. But today, honey, when I tell you it was hot for a few minutes, and I said, God, let me go home. But girl, I got a text message from the property management, and they said, if you're in the complex, stay inside. There's a mentally unstable person going around with a weapon. If you are not here, please do not come. I said, ain't this about a motherfucking bitch? So of course I'm like, Bella, what we gonna do? What we gonna do, Bella? So of course I'm sitting in my car and organizing shit. And then of course I'm like, okay, let me go get me something to eat. And I got some chocolate covered cinnamon bears, honey. So good. Anyway, make a long story short, honey, that wind must have came in. It was still saying it was 90, and I feel like the weather is off and away. It said it was 96 degrees. And y'all, that wind was blowing so strong that bitch, I had to make sure this wig was secure. Hey, put down my panties. This bitch done lost her mind. Bella, leave my shit alone. First she messed with my Palo Santo. Then she messed with a thong. Then she tried to grab my heel. Then she go for my toothbrush. Hey. Now she playing with my damn panties. Let me see. Let me see my shit. Let me see that. Bella, I got some. I got some. I gotta, yeah, bitch, see my fucking shit. See my shit, bitch. See my fucking shit. I'm gonna whip your ass. Leave my shit alone. Bella, I'm not playing with you, girl. I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you. This bitch took a nap and now she got. But anyway, honey, y'all, that wind was blowing so strong. I had to make sure that wig was secured because that wind was blowing all up in that scalp that it felt like that wig blew off, bitch. And y'all know I had to go. Y'all know I had to walk to that window to verify that that wig was still on my motherfucking head because that air was going so strong in between those wefts that I was like, is this wig still on me? Because I was feeling that breeze on my cornrows, bitch. So I'm like, that will be my fucking day, girl. It will be my fucking day. Sure that the wig was still on me. But girl, that wind was blowing so strong. And I was like, girl, thank God it was a tucking day too. Cause girl, I said, Jesus, those dresses was confined to this body. There was a guy talking about some Hitler had the truth. And I was just like, what kind of shit is this? He had a song on his neck talking about Hitler had the truth medicine and gonna talk about some, ooh, young lady, you really covered up today, aren't you? Well, kind of. Like, excuse me? What the fuck you talking about? The fuck you talking about, sir? Honey? Okay. Hitler wouldn't approve for you looking anywhere over here, honey. So what you looking at? What you looking at that's not fully covered, sir? Okay, and what you cutting in on? Okay. You tried that, honey. Come on, heat peg. Come on in here. What about Sagittarius, man or woman? Because we don't do the Sagittarius men. I do think that Sagittariuses are very compatible with Libras. I really do. Sagittarius are typically, the life of the party bringers. You know, the only downfall about Sagittarius is I feel like they have this in common with Cancers is when it comes to their real feelings, they're not as upfront and honest about it. Okay. Something has to happen for them to come out and say, fuck you. And I'm still pissed off at you from 2000 motherfucking 16 when you left me straight. Yeah, that type of shit. So that's the only downfall. But I do feel like Sagittarius are very compatible with Libras. They are also, okay, they are also, okay, compatible. Okay, let's talk about it. Air signs, okay? Geminis. Libra is the air sign, but yeah, they're compatible with the Geminis and Aquarius as well. Now, of course, it depends on, in my opinion, uh, the personality of the Sagittarius, but definitely, I think that they're most compatible with the Libra. Okay, very very compatible with the Libra. Yes, honey. You know how to hold them. You know when to fold them. A Libra know how to hold them. A Libra know how to fold them. Okay, y'all both have some hidden secret desires that could be unleashed. Okay, come on in here. Gemini and Sagittarius could be compatible, but and I think in the sense of a Sagittarius man and a Gemini, no, a Sagittarius woman and a Gemini man. Because I think a Sagittarius man and a Gemini woman, um, yeah, there's just a lot of arguing, a lot of bickering back and forth. Yeah, I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it at all. But a Libra, yes, I would definitely say a Libra. Yes, yes, I would say a Libra. Yes. If you want to stick with your own fire sign, I would say Libra, um, a Leo who knows what they want. Um, and I would say if you were going into a water sign, and let's say if you wanted to date a water sign here, Sagittarius. Hmm. Mm, yeah, I don't think it would be compatible with the water sign because I'm thinking about it right now. I think Scorpios would annoy the hell out of you. Um, I think that a Cancer will annoy the hell out of you. And I also think a Pisces will annoy the hell out of you. Like I could see a little bit of connection there, maybe from a spiritual aspect. But deeper than that, then you're kind of like, yeah, this bitch thinks she's really a mystic, huh? Yeah, this bitch really thinks she ruling something, huh? Yeah, honey. You'll get a little annoyed. And you'll also feel like sometimes the Pisces is kind of overstepping their boundaries. So, yeah, most compatibility for the Sagittarius, I would have to say, would be a Libra being number one. Um, and number two, I would have to say, yeah, maybe Aries. Yeah, I can see that. Sagittarius being like the elder, older, and then Aries being the baby, And Sagittarius have the time too. They have the time to nurture that Aries, honey. Okay. Yes. Come on in here. Thank you, Larry. Today's graduation day. I heard that. You too. You too, Larry. Be safe out there, honey. Thank you so much, Larry, for your support and love, honey. Come on in here. It's 3:13 in the morning and it's raining. What a blessing. Right? Right? What a blessing, honey. I love when it rains. Cleanses and purify everything, honey. Thank you, Mother Nature, for the rain. Ow. But yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Listen, y'all, I'm going to go right now because one of my shows are coming on right now. Check out the blog spot, toexperimentmissy.gmail.com. We're doing a 666 Manifesto de Soul event, okay? declaring that manifestation, honey. And of course, you guys will see me again very soon. Okay. Like, so I'm going to watch this show, floss my teeth, brush my teeth, and relax, honey. Had a very productive day. Got some things I got to do later too, but I'm coming out late. Okay. I'm coming out late, honey. Okay. Oh, yes, honey. Love and light, and happy graduation for those who are graduating. You graduating today, Jay? You graduating today? Yes, honey. Good luck on that graduation. What song played at my graduation? Vitamin C. Somebody played that at a funeral too. Let me see. Let me see. What is that name of that song by Vitamin C? Friends Forever, Graduation. We will go on being friends forever. That's crazy, huh? It's so crazy to even think about that. How time has flown by so fast. Like, not fast where you're like, damn, where have these last, 12 years been? But fast where you're like, damn, I remember I was like nervous to go to class and shit, and didn't think I was gonna graduate. And then bam. And then I thought I was gonna be friends with the high school people forever. And then bam. Almost everybody went to school with either is in prison or they're dead. And that's crazy to even think about that. But it's true. Very, very true. Yeah, kind of sad to think about it too. Kind of sad. I think about that sometimes. Like, if my life was different, right? If I did things differently, where would I be at right now? 6 feet under or behind bars, for sure. For sure. Everything's about choice. Yeah, I had two best friends, honey, and they're both dead. And the one of the persons I liked is behind bars. And then another wannabe friend, she was behind bars too, honey, forever. I think there was like 25 years to life, honey. Mama been in jail for like, what, 7 years now? So it's really, really crazy to think about that. And the people that you were connected to during that time. Hmm. You ready to quit and try? But come on in. I know that's right, honey. Congratulations, Jay. Yes, congratulations. Can we play a graduation song for you right now? Let's see if we can play a graduation song. Let's see. What sounds like a good graduation song? This one right here. It's which one? Maybe it's this one? No, this one. Go into the stars. Today is the day that you graduate and start your life. Today is the day that all of your ancestors celebrate you. Today is the day that your life become anew. Be bold, be courageous, and dare to live outside of your box. There's nothing more beautiful than finding your course as you believe you bob aimlessly in the current. You are educated. Your certification is your degree. You may think of it as the ticket to the good life. Education makes people easy to lead, but difficult to drive. Easy to govern, but impossible to enslave. What we learn with pleasure, we never forget. Instructions end in the classroom, but education ends only with life. Today is your final step. from you investing in the knowledge that will always pay you the best interest. You don't go to university so you can punch a clock, but you go to university so that you can be in a position to make a difference. I'm going to close this out with saying it is absolutely still possible to make a difference, regardless of your level of education and whether the level you're graduating from. Education is our passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today. One more time, congratulations to class of 2022. Okay, it's time to go. Love and light, everybody. I'm sure you're so glad you stayed in and you hung up in there, Jay. The sky's the limit, honey. We know that the school system currently is just indoctrination, but that's okay though, because just in case you need to play the game that they want you to play, you can play that game. Come on in here. You didn't go to school because you really thought you would get something out of it. You went to school because you said, bitch, when they play that game with me, I can play right on back. Come on in here. Don't let today be the end of anything, okay? Let today be a start of something new, okay? Anyway, it's time to go for real. Love and light to spiritmystic.blogspot.com to 8spirit8. Listen, I say love and light, and I kid you not. Bella is straight. Oh my God, Bella. You so funny, baby. Every time I say love and light, this hoe just come and run up on me. You okay, mama? I say love and light to the people so we can go. Love and light means love, okay? You always know what love and light mean, huh? Because you're a love and light baby. She's my love and light baby. Can she be a love and light baby? Let her be my love and light baby. Love and light, baby. Anyway, y'all. Bye for now, for real. I will see you. Girl, listen, Jay. Literally, I say love and light, and Bella literally runs over here. Like, every time, like, girl, you know love and light mean, mama? You been here before? You knew your mama before? You knew your mama was this witch bitch? Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah, my baby. I love my mama before. I love my mama, baby. Anyway, for real though, I gotta go. Love and light. Bye for now. Namaste.